Yeah, but that's so there's the ones going to sub on and off, and then there's players that aren't changed.
Yeah.
So the captain of the side over there in black. So he's not even playing. He's playing a second game. I want to get a couple of days down there.
Yeah, no, fair.
I'm not fucking voting tonight.
Oh.
Shall we go?
Five right?
Yeah, it's fucking perfect. 6:42. Better for tomorrow night.
Yeah.
One week, so that's yours. What do you do with your key? You leave them there? Do you take them with you? Both? Yeah. One to a lock on the table. Oh, right. So do you take that with you, the one to the lock?
Yeah.
It's on memory, there's a big ass bulkhead up there, isn't there?
And they were like, and James was like, oh, you gonna come? And we were like,
Not my car. Somebody's got to know where it is. Don't they?
It's in my car.
So do I. One's in that U.
Wherever I go over time with that car, so I keep it in that car.
I keep it on my kill thing on it and everything's on it.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a float on it, my kill switch, and
I've got a float.
my key and my key to the code.
like he likes jumping in the pool, but he wants
They should do a Will Print.
the amount of times he got up and just go and get
Will Print.
and just dunk it in.
The guy with the shotgun.
Oh,
Oh, right, that guy that fell out, yeah. Typical lady to get down to the car and they robbed his boat.
Yeah, yeah.
you guys holiday.
Did you hear there was a couple of old guys down there that were trying to get in the way of the guys that were stealing it?
Were they?
No, that's not cool. Don't do that. And they both been threatened.
Were they?
Saturday.
They got one.
Don't want to wreck the jack, but that'll do for now. Oh, we got a couple of jamming, have we? We want to do some checks or?
A couple of old local guys here.
What's in Mataki?
It was pretty high profile.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice boat.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, so they've refloated it today.
Yeah.
That's a kahari ana.
It's amazing that nobody saw it.
Yeah. Well, the chances are people did see it from, as it was coming. Oh, there's a boat coming in. It's been close, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like
Yeah,
it's
but
been on it.
it would have been floating on its beam, wouldn't it? And, as well.
Oh, by the time it got right in on the shallows.
No, but even out at sea, it would have not looked right. You know what I mean? Because the sea would have been moving it the wrong way. Otherwise, it'd be pointing into it.
Motor wouldn't have been going.
Mea tui kia,
It would have been going for a while.
Yeah, probably would have gone for a hell of a long
i ngā āhuatanga kotuku e he mana e roto i ngā tau te pāhotanga Kahawai Productions mo te riki. Me ka waia mai titi ki a he mana, i aia e pāho ana. Tansonga say, kia ora, he mana tēnei, Mike, lives on Mike. Kātai ka arua, ka mate kai ki tihi. Ka haere a kotuku ki te hoko maramara riwa e hot dogs rānei. Ka waiho, kai ana. And then ka pā mai a ngenge, ai te ahi, and get the nods on. Just go look after each other, cuz, grab the borders.
Number 1 and number 2 can so
How sensitive are these predators? He works like style, yeah. Ko wai awai, bro. O ti hei mauri ora ki te whai au ki te ao marama, papaki kawana ngā tai o mihi, o te waite mata, o te puna o wai o rea, kia koutou kua tūhono mai nei ki te kēmu tuarua. O tēnei o ngā tukinga, tēnei o ngā rangi whakahirahira, e whakatairanga hia ana i ngā pūkenga a hine te rehia, ngā mahi a rehia, mo tēnei tūmomo hākina kina e ki ana ko te poiwhana mihi ana kia koutou e ngā mātāwaka kua tūhono mai nei. Welcome once again to Game 2 of coverage of a special tournament here at Western Springs between 4 teams representing te iwi Māori and our hoa tiriti, tangata tiriti. I tēnei wā tonu, ko te reanga me ki, ko ngā tuakana, heke iho i te takaumā iwa te pakeke, kei te poraka kahurangi, ara ko te iwi Māori, ke te poraka pango, ko te tima no Aotearoa whānui. Privileged once again to be joined by a whanaunga tuakana, me ki ko Weremu Patrick, tēnā rawatu koe o hoa, i tō piritahi mai nei i tēnei atatonu.
Tēnā koe moe hau. Ko te rāki a koutou e whakarongo ana, te tīma. Ko te ngā kura tuarua ki te tonga, New Zealand Secondary Schools Under 19, South Island. Te namatahi, te kai ārai, ko Jonathan Tucker tēnā. Te namarua, ko James Kelly. Te namaturu number 2, ko Dallas Rongokaia. Number 4, Kieran Barrett. Number 5, AJ Hale. Number 6, Reriao Grace. Number 7, Quing Chen Du. Number 8, Mahiro Hara. Number 9, Lucas Hansen. Number 10, Emilio Ghosh Navero. 11, Luke Stoop. 12, Aidan Foster. 13, Jason Mays. 14, Brock Ironside. Number 15, Luke Hardy. 16, Colin Wildbourne. Number 17, Otto Myers. And the reserve goalkeeper, Diego Coleman.
Whakawhiti mai ki te kapa Māori Me pēhea kore ai e mihi ki te upoko o te tima ara ko te uri o Ngāti Manawa ara Phil Parker. Koia te kai o ko matua taiho ake kia ki te hia. Ko te kaura tuatahi. Ngari anō. Mihi ana ki ngā pai maunga, ngā kōngutu awa o ngā kaitākaro katoa. Ko Rion Werahiko, Liam Bodger, Oscar Duffy. Ko Noah Woodhouse no Ngāti Maniapoto, ko Jarden Parata French, Ngāti Toa. Dylan Winstanley, Ngai Tahu. Rico Pardon, Ngai Tahu, anō hoki. Tokorua no te nota, ara te taitokarau, te hiko o te ika, ko Riley Svensson, Hamish Rowe, Ngā Puhi Nui Tonu. Aidan Hemming, Alex Wilson, Ngāti Maniapoto, Ngāti Tūwhare Toa. Māui te tai tenas, te Ngā Puhi ngai te Ranginui. Tainui Adams, Ngāti Maniapoto, Ngāti Raukawa. Haere tonu ana ngā mihi me ngā kāwai whakapapa tēnā Forbes Halia, no Tainui Waka, Tainui Tangata. Oliver Williams, Ashton Tuta, Ethan Bingham, Mason Savage, Israel Heihei Vaifale. Tyson Delow, Jackson West, Hedewini Inslee and Ihaya Gray will acknowledge your connections to your different marae and maunga in your iwi throughout the game. But just want to pay acknowledgements to both teams and to the villages and communities that they represent.
Te ahua nei, ko hiki te taumata I tēnei kēmu. Kaha ngā kai tākoro. Ko tēnei te under 19, no reira kāre kore, ka tau tēnei ki ngā wharikuri tīnana, whakapakari I o rātou tīnana. Ko tērā te āhuatanga o enei kai tākoro I enei wā. Ai, ka prakatihi te poiwhana. Ai, ka whakapakari ngā tīnana. Ai, ka whakapakari anō hoki. O rātou hine ngaro. Ia ki tērā koro Mason Jury, te whare tapawhā. He rauemi, mo enei kai tākoro I tēnei wā.
Hangai tonu ana ngā kōrero ki tērā o ngā whare tapawhā chief. Taha hine ngaro tinana wairua whānau. Kua hua mai anō he taha. Koia ko te taha taiao. Nō reira, kia pakari ngā paupau o te rā whare. Me mātua hono te tangata ki tōna taiao. Me nā rānei ko te ngahere tēnā. Ko te taha moana tērā. But just showing that, how we grow and look after our well-being. Is certainly influenced by the relationship to our environment. Like you acknowledged, bro, it's not only the physical attributes that need to stay on, your mental health, your social health, and your relationships with your family and your peeps and your environment are certainly important. We saw an initial shot on goal by the Māori team. Just testing the waters at the moment, ngā kapa e rua. Kare kore kua whai whea ko kē rātou, a ki te tākaro kia rātou anō. A me te mōhio, no doubt they're all probably gunning for each other's spots, keeping each other accountable. Very sizable, this left midfielder, isn't he there, Brother Whittemore?
Tika tai, ko e te tai o enei. Tāroroa, kaha ngā ua. Ai hanga ai ki tō kōrero. Ka tāhua te rohe nei. Nā puna o Waiorea. Mehe mea kai tāma ki koe. Nau mai hara mai ki te mātaki. E nei kai tākoro. Kei te kai ārai. O te New Zealand Secondaries under 19, te Pōrui nai nei.
Like you said earlier, brother Woody, encouragement for our fans to come out. And certainly if you're in Tamaki, there's a lot of action that surrounds this park. Western Springs itself as a reserve is a great place for a picnic. You've got the zoo, Whare Kararehe, you've got Motat next door as well, so tēnā, hara mai. Hara mai ki tēnei o ngā papatākaro, ki tēnei o ngā pātū wata. E manaaki ana i tēnei kaupapa i tēnei rā.
Tēnā, he waiwai tapu au ki tēnei rohe, hea tēnei mea te Motat hoa.
Te whea mautere.
Te Motat, Motat.
Ko te Motat, he tūmomo whare pupuru taonga o te ao hangarau.
Awe.
Kāre o te mōhio ki te acronym matua, Museum of Transport and Technology.
Ana.
Yeah, it's an affordable space too, and it's they have sort of activations that suit Māoridom, with tutu being in our blood. You can press all the buttons and pull things and tug things, and very interactive, and it's been around for a while, so there's a chance to come out to watch a bit of football and take your kids to Motat or the Western Springs Park, feed the ducks, and play on the playgrounds. You're more than welcome. It's beautiful day out here.
Mātua mā, mena kei te hoha, haere au tamuriki ki te kāinga, ara mai, haria mai ki konei.
Me te aha, he pōhehe no etihi, kāre he kanohi Māori i tēnei momo hākinakina. E ki. I was even blown away with the skills and the quality of our young Māori performing earlier on in game 1 with the under 16s, and likewise with game 2. Otiranga tangata tirisi, te hunga tauiwi, that call Aotearoa home too. We acknowledge you and your ancestral heritage. Back to the game and the action. Good defence, good clearance there by the back three.
Okay, waho te po.
Strong attack there by AJ Hale on the left-hand edge. Midfielder for Te Kapa Opango. Te nuinga o te wā ka mihia. Te aroa kapa e Wiremu. Most of the glory and the acknowledgements and the praise goes to the front line. Our attackers, our strikers. But, you know, he toki ki runga, he toki ki raro. He kauwai runga, he kauwai raro. It's important that the back three is just as precious as the front, aren't they? Back four, I suppose.
Mā whero mā pango, tōti ai te mahi. Moha na tēnei, engari ai, ko te tīma te tuatahi e tai. A team sport. E tahi wā ngā Glory Boys me ki, the strikers. Engari, ko ngā kai tākoro puku mahi. The defenders, the engine room, the midfield. Ka whakatakoto i te huapapa. They lay the foundation for the strikers and the attacking players to then score their goals. See, nice ball rotation here from the South team. Again, ngā tīma e rua. Kei te ātapahi, te poro. They're both looking after the ball, taking their time to pass it around.
Brother Wiremu, while we've got you here, I'd just like to test your knowledge, bro, on some of the Kiwi footballers that have sort of gone the distance. Winston Rufer, name drop another one. Who was that guy after him that played in the EPL?
Ana ko Winston Reid tēnā. Winston Reid,
that's right.
Winston Reid.
And he tangata atu anō, kua whaiwhai e rā o ngā tapura.
Ana ko Rory Fallon.
Kia ora.
Ko e tētahi o ngā tama. O Kevin Fallon. Ko e te kaiako o mua ki tēnei kura ki tāmaki nei, Mount Albert Grammar. E ni haere tana tama ko Rory ki Ingarangi, ki te Pirei, ki te Tākoro. I nai nei ka whakākoa a Rory i te tima All Whites i nei wa. Ai. He maha ngā kai Tākoro, toko maha ngā kai Tākoro e tātu ki Ingarangi, ko Leo Bertos tētahi, he Māori ia, ko Jeremy Christie, he Māori anō. Mea mire ka hoki. Ngā tauira pai mo enei rangatahi.
Ko te tama a Winston Rufer tērā kei te Phoenix i tēnei wā.
Ko e te Iramutu.
I Ramutu.
Ko e te Kāpene. Ko Alex tēnā, Alex Rufer.
Kia ora rā. Hey, what a spectacle it was, Wiremu, last year to host the Women's FIFA World Cup with Australia. It really, grew a following. And, I certainly enjoyed it, and no doubt you did as well.
Me mihi ka tika ki a rātou katoa, ngā kai Tākoro, ngā whenua katoa i tai mai ki Aotearoa, ki te tautoko i tērā kaupapa. We're very clear to see for us here in New Zealand that it truly is a global game with all the different cultures and countries that came here to our shores and really put on a great...
Do we also have a New Zealander? I'm sorry for putting on the spot, bro, but she used to be high up there in the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. Now she's like one of the GMs or something of the FIFA organisation itself.
Tērā pe koe tēnā.
Yeah, ware, he wahi nei ia. No konei, he uri no ngā mautere huki.
Ko te Freeman pia.
Yeah, congrats to her too, putting us on the map in the global stages. Yeah, opportunities to pathway not only through the sporting element of the game, but certainly the administrative and the business side of the org.
Ai atu I tēnā he maha ngā tūranga, ngā tākuta, ngā physio, ngā managers me ki o ngā tīma, advertising, psychologists, maha ngā tūranga. Me he me pai ki a koe te Tākoro, ka pai ka Tākoro ki te kore, ka kimi tetai atu tūranga, hei tautoko, hei āwhina. So lots of different opportunities for our rangatahi these days, as we've seen the professionalism of sport, bring lots of different job opportunities and work opportunities, career opportunities for these people. So for ones that aren't as keen on playing the sport, they can still be involved at management levels, board levels, physiotherapists, doctors, sport doctors, nutritionists, the list goes on.
Koina te mana o tēnei mea te kāinga rua e hoa, ki te kore hua mai te kāinga tahi, ka ora te kāinga rua. So just a reminder of our young sportsmen to not rely solely on their sporting prowess, but also having employment opportunities, tertiary interests in mind as well. Very vulnerable age, this age group of 17 and 18-year-olds. I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
Koira.
But yeah, it's just what I've been advised to. Never to forget where a tea towel is and be good to your mum.
Ana. Kei te tima no Aotearoa, ki te tonga te poro. Some good pressure here from the South team. New Zealand 19 to the south, and a good snapshot at goal there from Quim Cheng Du, just to the left of the goal.
Piki whara tērā tāngata anō nei he waiwai kauri, he rākau kauri. Anō nei he atua, te hanga o te piki wharara. It's been very dominant in these first few phases of the second half. Me matara, me tūpato, me kaupare, te iwi Māori iaia.
Kei te pōturi haere tēnei wahanga o te Kēmu. So slowly, both teams are trying to figure each other out. The ball's fallen here for te tima Māori. On the edge of the penalty box. Strike on goal. The goalkeeper's down to his right for a good save. Just starting to see both teams now having a few opportunities on goal. Starting to find where the space is.
Kia kau au e whakaiti te mana o tēnei reanga. Ngari he reka ake te Kēmu tuatahi, a ngā teina. Ngari mā te teina e tōtika i te tuakana, mā te tuakana e tōtika i te teina.
Ko tērā te painga peo. Kia rātou, ki te oma, te pana.
Kai ko Māui tiki tiki a taranga.
Oscar here, Oscar.
Pakari.
Pakari ana. Pai tēnā, pāhiki mua. Ki mi tana hoa. Nā me ka Tai Adams tēnei. Te kāpini o te tima Māori.
Instead of just having a shot.
On your back! On your back!
He could have had a shot from there if he wanted to.
Aha, Mātou down the right side, another shot. Just gone over the... Ngā tohu pai, some good signs here from te tima Māori. Ko tima tano, te tima o Aotearoa ki te tonga, ki te ātapāhi te pōro. New Zealand under 19 South, just taking their time, passing the ball around.
Uramu hea te āhuatanga ki ngā nama kei ngā tuara o ngā kaitākoro, bro. Like, he rere kepia ki tērā o te whutuporo uni ana o te riki. He hāngai rānei ki o rātou tūranga.
Ki etahi, te kaiari, ārai, te goalkeeper tēnā, te namatahi ne. Te nuinga o ngā kaiarai, te namatahi. Atu I tēnā, kei a rātou te tikanga.
E hara I te mea ko ngā pau muri ko enei nama, ko ngā pau mua ko enei.
Kao, kei a rātou te tikanga.
Tīpako hia tō tino nama.
Tika.
True.
Ai, mena ka tai atu koe ki tētahi tīma hou. E ko tō tino nama, te nama te kau. Engari, kei ko rā ke tētahi. Oh, ka whawhai peo, ka haere ki tētai atu mama. So just sharing there that in terms of the numbers that the players wear, it is up to each player to choose their number they want to wear. Usually the goalkeeper wears the number 1, and then sometimes the defenders will have the lower numbers and the strikers have the higher numbers. But really it's up to each player what number, and the coaches to figure out too which number the players want to wear. Te tima Māori just probing. But kaha te kaiarai. Strong play from Dallas. For the New Zealand South team there.
Koe rā, Phil Parker, te kau whakahaere matua me ki o te poiwhana Aotearoa Māori e mea tia ana, e karangahia ana, tēnei mea te manaki I te poro, te manaki rānei I te tangata, te manaki rānei I te tīma, Te aki I te mana o te tehi atu. Ka rawe te rongo atu I tērā o ngā tuāhuatanga. Kāre kore kua whakawhariki hia ngā uara, ngā mātāpono o te ao Māori ki tana tīma. Kia piki anō ai te wairua. Kia pakari te tū o tana kapa. In te ao Māori, there are some common values that help many different contexts, both as a person, as a family, as an organisation. These are the tangas, and all the tangas out there, the wairua tanga, the ukaipo tanga, pūkenga tanga, kaitiaki tanga, manaaki tanga, totahi tanga, whanaunga tanga. The list goes on. It's pleasing to hear that Phil has integrated these values and their mana that they carry into our young men. He's fortunate enough to help a young team from Counties Manuko Rugby League down to a Teina tournament in Whakatane at the end of last year. A lot of these kids are urban-based Māori, similar to these that we have here, that are somewhat disconnected from their tuakiritanga, their identity. And even though the outcomes and the achievements weren't as successful at the tournament, the kids just staying on the marae together, cooking together, playing together, and being one were huge wins. So a big mihi to Phil and the whakaro around integrating a Māori ethos into the team.
Koia te kai urungi o te waka. Engari he maha ngā kai hoi. He tautoko ana e awhi ana. Ko te kaupapa ko te poiwhana engari I ai ki a koe o hoa. Ko te mea nui ka tino hono I nei rangatahi ki te ao Māori. Bit of yelling here back and forward. Kahatu umere o ngā kai tākoro. Bit of talking back from teams here. Tērā pēr ka hoki rātou ki o rātou marae. Tikini ngā tītaura. Koro ki ngā kuia.
I'd just be a bit mindful that I'm the captain. I've got the yellow band on my arm. I can't be too vocal to the ref, otherwise he'll take a side.
Oh, snapshot here. Well caught by the goalkeeper. Snapshot from Te Tima Māori. Ko Jed Pettit caught tēnā. Ko Tyson Dello. Aroha mai ko Tyson Dello tēnā.
Tough defence there by the New Zealand secondary schools team. Had two attackers on him, but still managed to get a foot to the pill.
Yeah, Lucas Hansen tēnā. Lost the ball and then won it back for his team. Kai Aotearoa ki te tonga te pōro. New Zealand South team passing the ball around.
It's not a sign of weakness, is it, Wiremu, when you retreat and feed the ball back to your defenders? Initially, when I was a bit sort of foreign and green to the game of football, the game of soccer, on the PlayStation 5, I didn't really kick it back to my back three or my goalies, but he mahi mahunga, he koe te hinengaro. So if you know the pressure's on and the man's on, then it's no sign of weakness. Pushing it back to your defenders.
He tahi wā ka hoki whakamuri ki te haere whakamuri. Me ki e chestnut checkers tēnei.
Come.
Forward.
I might have blabbered on a bit much about my passion around rugby league, but in terms of having a right foot halfback and a left foot standoff, bro, that's gold as a coach. You've got skills on both sides of the field. Is that very similar also to football on the left-hand edge? Ideally, there's a left-footed strength players, but that's not the circumstances all the time. There are some right-footed left-side players, or what's the go there?
So what they usually see is your left footers generally play on the left side or in the middle, but if you really want to mix things up, what you see coaches will do is they'll switch their left winger and their right winger, because that gives the other team's defender a different side of the body to defend against, because what happens when you're playing against a left footer, they'll go to a different side of the body, whereas other players might not be used to that. So Te Ahua we've got at the moment, we do have a right-footed player for this New Zealand under-19 South team playing on the left-hand side. That might be a strategy from the coach. Te Tima Māori, 9-8, Te Tāmato attacking the right edge. Just lost control at the last second there before getting a shot away.
Hara I te mea koe nei te wā mo te ihu hupe kia pātai hia tana koro heke heaha te aha mo te āhuatanga ki te kemu, ngari kōrero hia mai kōrero hia mai te āhuatanga ki te whakatakotoranga o ngā tūranga. Ka rongo au e te hiwā, 3-4-3, 3-3-4. Tell us a little bit about the formations that some of these teams come out with.
He rau e tērā pātai. Te nuinga o ngā tīma, e whā, e toru rānei, nā kai ārai. So most teams, they'll have 3 or 4 defenders, and those are the ones that stay at the back. And generally...
excluding the goalie.
Yeah, so excluding the goalie. So ngā pau e rua, I Wanganui, so the 2 central defenders, they pretty much stay centrally, the 1 or 2 central defenders. Oh, katai te whanapai ko tēnā. Great shot there by Te Tima Māori, just came off the post, ricocheted away. And now we have a throw-in for Aotearoa ki te tonga.
Keep going, Blue.
Just back to your pātai there. So 3 or 4 defenders, usually 3 or 4 midfielders, which are the ones that play in the wahanga tuarua, the middle of the field. And then usually 2 or 3 strikers up the top, and those are the ones that you want to score your goals.
Tēnā koe I ēnā kōrero au. Hari te mea he wānanga kia noho tahi tāua kia whakawhanake oku mōhiotanga. Ki tēnei hākina engari e mihi ana. Ki o pūkenga, ki o mātauranga. Thanks once again, Wiremu, sharing the dynamics, the fundamentals, the intricacies of the game. It helps me enjoy the spectacle a lot more, and I'm sure it helps inform you guys that are watching on Whakata Māori's YouTube platforms. Privileged to have he tangata mōhio kei taku taha. Sometimes there's lulls in the game. It's no disrespect to what's going on ahead, but there's chances to talk to different aspects of football. Thank you for doing so. Still locked up here, Nilo, I tēnei wā tonu. Ka tahi anō te tihi whanapapai I tuki I te paukaura. Just tip for tat now. Ai, ana, kua umere mai a te kaiako o te kapa o Nitiri, te kapa o Aotearoa, kia whakawhiti mai te tihi atu o ngā kaitākaro.
Tata ki te mutunga o tēnei wahanga tuatahi. E rua. Ki te tīma Aotearoa ki te Tonga for the South team. Looks like there's some treatment happening over on the sideline there for Emilio. Te tū manako, ka pai ia, hopefully he's okay. And we so just a reminder, still 0-0 here. No one has yet managed to break that deadlock to score that somewhat elusive first goal.
E hara I te mea he maro ke te wairoa o te tākaro. Aha koa kāre pea I te whakātu I ngā piro ki te tūpapa. Me ki koa rawe e te wahanga o te tākaro. The score may not reflect the quality of some of the skills that have been on display here at Western Springs. Te puku o tāmaki. Tāmaki makaurau. Tāmaki here ngā waka. Ai ki e tihi. Tāmaki tāmaki makarona. Ngari hara I te me makarona ana ngā kaitākaro I tēnei rā.
Tike e hoa, koe te o ngā kēmu, tino pai ki au, ko tahi ki te kore, ki te mutunga. So some of the best games I've ever seen, and the score might only be 1-0, but just watching the players and the teams go at it and trying their best. The goals might not quite fall, but still some amazing skills on show. And awesome to see these rangatahi out here giving it their all today and really putting their best foot forward. As we see Te Tīma Māori break down the left-hand side, their left-hand side. Ko whakahokia Te Tīma Aotearoa ki te Tonga. New Zealand schools under 19 South have all retreated. A fast shot from Te Tīma Māori that's gone out, and now we're going to have a goal kick as this half slowly approaches the end.
We've got Chelsea in the blue and which team's in the black from the EPL? Brother, any black patched squads?
No, pono aku kōrero. There's so many different uniforms for the teams these days. They've probably all got a black one somewhere.
My son's got one. Who does Benzema play for, bro?
I haere ki Qatar. Yeah, he was Real Madrid. Ko tērā tētahi, yep. Kākuhu pango.
Bear with us e hoa mā, koutou e mā taki mai nā. Sometimes ka haere ngā kōrero ki wī, ki wā. Ka aro ki kaupapa ki atu.
Another good opportunity there for Te Tīma Māori. Just couldn't quite get the purchase on that shot that he would have liked. Well collected by the goalkeeper. I higher grade tēnā. I whanaia e ia te pōro.
Well, I got the chance, a big mihi to te hāpai o ki muri. Ara ki te tuahine ko peta. Ko ia te ringa manaki. Nāna māua ko weremu I awhi manaki. A big mihi to peta. Also Ethan Smith of Waikato Māori and Rob Waddell. Te toko toru tapu me ki. Those three that are reigning in these two hoiho.
Alright, kei waho pēr e tai o māua kōrero e te kēti. Ioi. E hanga ana ki te kaupapa. O e rawe tēnei o Te Tīma Māori. Oh, tino tata. Great run there. Very close to getting a goal, but saved on the line. Some good skills on show from Ethan Bingham. Te Tīma Māori. Did everything except put the ball in the back of the net, got round 3 defenders and the goalkeeper, and just as the ball went to trickle over the line, it was saved. Great defending there, defensive work from the under-19 Southern team.
That's Jonathan Tucker, the first half goalie for the New Zealand secondary team. Would have been grateful of his hoa haere dropping back and covering one of his po.
Tika tai. Amuri te kemu, nāna te pāreiri hoko pea.
Te rauna tuatahi.
Te rauna tuatahi.
I hae grei tēnei ki tēnei taha matau e tā moko ana me tana ringa. Ko te whaenga ia mena ka tā moko hia te tēpū ki te kaura. Outside of Auckland, Wiremu, are you familiar with some of the other schools that have, respect on the football field?
He kahanga kura ki tāmaki nei, ki te tākoro. Engari ke wahu i tēnei rohe. Ki Tauranga, ko Tauranga Boys tētahi. Ki te Waipounamu, ko Christchurch Boys tētahi. Ki Pōneke, ko... he kōrā, tāhua, te poi whana o te tīma o Aotearoa ki te tonga. Some great play there from the South team.
Yeah. Nā wai ka he kātahi ka he ke atu, engari nā wai ka tohu, nā wai ka hua. Ko te tekau mā whā tērā, ko Brock Ironside, ko whai piro. Ko ia ko te piro tuatahi o tēnei tukinga. Had to come sometime, didn't it, Brother Wiremu? There was pressure on both ends. Unfortunately, the Māori squad cracked. The goalkeeper did well to keep the first one out.
Pressure was building for quite some time at both ends, and the Southern team were the first one to capitalise. Just on the stroke of half-time, can't be too much longer to go for this first half. A lethal blow perhaps, ko Waikahua, time will tell how the tīma Māori will respond. A te wā, o te wāhanga tuarua. I nai nei he kokona, there's a corner for te tīma Māori. This might be the last opportunity of the half. They'll be chucking everything, kei te hikoi ki mua. Ngā tama, tā roa, they're sending their tall boys forward. Te tūmana ko, ka tae e raua. Te kōrā, a bit of a mix-up in the middle, but the ball is well held by the goalkeeper. That's Jonathan Tucker, who's looked very solid to me in this half. Very assured with ball in hand and ball at foot.
Ko e nā, ko te tangi, te reo o te wihara, e tohu maina ki te hunga, e mātaki-taki maina. Kua nawhi, mo te wāhanga tuatahi, obviously the blow of the whistle. The second half is near. Thanks once again to everyone that's joined this game 2 of coverage secondary schools football between a representative squad out of south of New Zealand up against an under-19 Māori outfit. Don't forget to stick around. We've got another game at 2 p.m. this afternoon, followed by our final game at 3:30 ki taku mōhio. Been a privilege to provide you coverage of the first half. Acknowledgements to all our stakeholders and our support entities. Mai amawa ko Wiremu. Ka noho pūmau tonu mai, get yourself a cup of tea, a scone. A bit of jam on top and we'll be with you really shortly. Ka mau tonu mai, hei aku anei.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through really tough times.
I just want to thank New Zealand Carbon Farming for taking the initiative and supporting schools like ours.
It's really important they have that outlet to come to kura for another reason other than curriculum, and for some reason in our water our kids just breathe sport, and having that resource here makes life that much more enjoyable and they can keep doing what they're good at.
Having this funding, being able to use it specifically targeting sport is hugely beneficial.
Want to catch a fuel bargain with Caltex and Supergold? Scan your Caltex app, Flybys or Airpoints for 6 cents off per litre with Pumped. And show your Supergold card for an extra 2 cents off. Ah, feels good.
This isn't an ad about four-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
You found the place. That's a good start. Built by my great-grandfather 20 years ago.
So sponsorship from New Zealand Carbon Farming has been fantastic for our sports teams actually who went away to tournament week. We're a community who's driven by sport, but often money and the cost of travel, accommodation and uniform can be a barrier for some of our students. And to come out with a new uniform for a number of sports, particularly our basketball teams who have been away at nationals, has been uplifting for the students and for our community. The support from the Carbon Farming has been wonderful.
Without them, then we wouldn't look like this.
Sport is about more than just the game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. It's learning when to back yourself or back your buddies. It's actually being excited to get out of bed early on a Saturday. Sport is about more than just the game. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this isn't about what we wore back in the day.
we're going to go now. Going once, going twice, no more offers. Sold!
It's about being trusted to get a better result for our clients since 1973.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass on.
That's why they give them the guy from one.
Hoki ora mai e hoa mā ki tēnei pāhotanga. Whakanui ana I te iwi Māori, me te iwi Pākehā, me tō tātou kēmu ara e ki ana ko te poiwhana. Welcome once again to the second half, where the boys in black, the New Zealand secondary schools from the dirty south, are up against our Māori Breivers here in the under-19s clash, game 2 of 4. In central Auckland City, ngā puna o Waiorea. We've been very impressed with the quality of the game thus far. The 1-0 scorecard doesn't reflect the mana and the mauri that our hopefully kua kaha kohete mai a Phil I tana tīma I te wā whakatā ki ngā āhuatanga hei whakatika hei whakapakari ake. No doubt Brother Phil would have got into the ears of the boys. These are young men, they already know what they need to work on, and we wish them well for the second half. 1-0 still anyone's game. Wuramu, you've been impressed with the standard of football from our under-19 lads.
E rawe, e pai ki te kiti e nei āhuatanga. Rātou katoa, tūpakari. E te moe o rātou katoa ngā momo āhuatanga o tēnei mea te poiwhana. Chaki te pōro, ātapahi te pōro. Awesome to see these boys have such a high level of football IQ and understanding of the finer points of the game. And to see them looking after the ball and sharing the ball and waiting for the opportunities to arise.
Well, we've got two teams out here, and we've got supporters, but we've got no referees. Hoi anō, we remember the days of backyard footy.
Yes, number 3.
So bear with us, even though we may be broadcasting. Our refs need a spell too and get in a bit of the water intake as the boys is passing the footy around. Got roadworks happening behind us as well, so amongst the noises of the zoo next door, of the Ministry of Transport and Technology, and the celebrations of fine sport, universal sport, a global sport of football. We've got a roller behind us, prepping for the traffic throughout the year.
Ai tēnei wāhanga pia. Ka mihi ki a koutou, ngā mātua, ngā kau mātua ki te kāinga, e chakani ngā tamariki, tatamutu, ki te mutungo enei, hararei kura. To all of you who have looked after and spent time with your tamariki, your kids over these holidays, and enjoyed the time that brings. I know for some it can be a stressful time. He mahi kei te haere, e tai atu kaupapa, balancing work, other kaupapa, as well as the tamariki. Me mohi o pai tātou katoa, but we all know that the tamariki are at the forefront of everything that we do. So big mihi to you all at home who spend time with your tamariki and manage to do everything else that you manage to fit into your life over these holidays. Tērā wiki, ka hoki etahi, tamariki ki te kura. Next week we'll see some of the schools going back to kura, and then some go back a little bit later. Hioi, I nai nei, ko hoki mai, ngā kaiwa wau, the referees have emerged from their secret hui and they're ready to start the second half. So 1-0, just a reminder to the southern team I nai nei. Kare kore I korotia ke tia ngā kaiako, ngā kai whakahaere o ngā tīma erua. There would have no doubt been some words shared by the coaches of both teams at half-time in an attempt to get their players to perform well in the second half. For Kotaku, my thoughts, if I was the coach of the Māori team, some thoughts that I would have shared with them would be to really trust our instincts. See a couple of times they've got into positions, good positions, and just have maybe hesitated for a second or two. And for the southern boys, for them, I think they took a little bit of time to get into the game, and then once they did, it was really clear to see that they had some good attacking prowess. So ko te tūmanako, ka kite tātou katoa I aua pukenga. So hopefully we'll see more of those on display in the second half from both teams. So 1-0 it remains to the southern team. The one goal late in the first half. Te tīma Māori te pōru I nai nei. Ki te taha Maui, just probing down the left-hand side, looking for an opportunity. Te waho te pōro. Te kiki, a goal kick. Ball's gone out. Kei te āta pupuhi te hau kiko nei. Slight wind in the faces of the boys from the south. Ki ngā tūra o ngā kaitākaro Māori, and at the back of the Māori team. We just see a foul here. So just as I just mentioned, there's a bit of a breeze here at the back of this Māori team. He might try just float the ball into the box and hope that one of his players can get a head or something on it. There he goes, floated in. That breeze was a little bit strong. The ball sailed over the goal. Ko tēnei te kemi tūra o te rā nei. A te ahi ka timata ngā kemu e rua. Tētahi a te rua kraka. Under 16 Māori and the New Zealand Secondary Schools North team a te haurua mai te toru, 3:30. We will see the under 19 Māori again, this team here, play against the north of the New Zealand Secondary Schools. Hei whakamau mahara nui ho, ko tēnei kēmu, tēnei tona mana, te tīmatanga ki etahi o enei. Some of these players will be pushing on, and a good chance there for New Zealand Secondary Schools to the south. Ball just didn't bounce as he would have wished. So some of these players will be pushing on to higher honours and potentially representing Aotearoa New Zealand at the secondary school level. Āpiti ki tēnā, ko etahi o ngenei kaitākaro Māori, ka haere ki Hawaii, a te mutunga o tēnei tau. And some of the Māori players will be going to Hawaii for a tournament at the end of the year. Nō reira, ki ngā kaitākaro, kia kaha, kia maia, kia manawa nui. E wāte ana te Kēmu I 9-8. The game has certainly opened up. A lot more free-flowing than the first half. Engari, ko tai ki te kore. The score remains 1. Ki Aotearoa ki te Tonga. New Zealand Secondary Schools Southern. Ki te kore. Te Tima Māori. To 0 for under 19 Māori.
Ki te orite ngā piro hei te mutunga o te wahanga tuarua chief. Ka ora mai anō he wahanga ne. If it's locked up 1-1 at full time, not too sure on the circumstances today, but most of the times it's another 5 minutes each way, is it? Or 10 minutes each way?
Mehe whakataitai he tōna mana tūturu nei. Ka haere tonu, so if it's a full tournament, tika tau bro, they will continue and they'll play an extra 15 minutes each way. Ai, so he roa tēnā.
And then if it's tied up again...
Amuri tēnā. Ai, penalty shootout, so today I don't think they're doing that. I think today if the score's finished and it's a draw, for Mutu te Kēmu, ai. So we would have seen at the Women's World Cup, a lot of those games went to extra time. So that's the players playing for over 120 minutes. So 2 hours of playing and then they go to the penalty shootouts.
And then in terms of that penalty shootout context, bro, is it mā te kaiako e whakatau te raupapatanga o ngā kaiwhana?
E tahi wā ai, engari a te wā ka tai atu ki tērā āhuatanga o penalty shootout, ka tino a maima e tahi o ngā kaitākoro. No reira, a te wā o ngā penalty shootouts, so when we get to these penalty shootouts, the nerves can really build for our players. So often what the coaches will do is they'll have a bit of a rārangi, a bit of a list of the ideal order. They want them to take their shots. However, if one of the players is maybe feeling a little bit too nervous.
Goalie mai, defender mai?
Right, goalie mai, defender mai. Aye.
So tāna te goalie, te tū hei kaiwhana tuatahi.
So you just keep going until eventually one of the teams will win. So sometimes it might take 12 different people to, 11 different people, but one's got to kick twice, and that's how many it might take. So.
Oh well, we're thankful we don't have to put our young youth through that this afternoon. Even though as much excited and interested and enthusiastic they would be about it.
Ai a koe tākoro ana ki te PlayStation, hey, māmunu iho. Easy on the PlayStation.
Yeah, the Cornuis get a bit of a battering. Kāre roa ka tai mai taku tama e ono tō ana, e ono pake ki ana tau. Kua rata, marika ia ki... Whakaro ake, ki te kore tai mai wirimi ki nei rā, hei hoa pāpāho. Ka riro mā māra ko taku tama. He reo Māori tōna.
Rawe. No reira ki ko ia tēnā bro, ia te wikine, ka tākoro.
Ka tahi anō, ahau ka piri tahi atu ki te krapu. Engari ia pō mere. Ia pō mere whakangungu ai rātou. Ka mutu te apireira ki taku mōhio, ka timata te whakataitai matua. One of my other nephews started in footy first, all as well. It's nice to see that there's not that stereotype anymore, thinking that it's not a game for us Māori. This is an example of the change in perspective.
Ka tai e rātou te tākoro ngā kēmu katoa. Kaya rātou. That's the pai tēnā for our kids that want to give different sports a go. Tautoko. Yeah, amazing to see them all trying different things. And it all just adds to their kete, adds to their basket. And what they carry into their lives and their world.
That's right, brother. Tautoko. Pick up an instrument, pick up any shaped footy. Don't forget to pick up a book as well. We've sort of lost that that love. Access it through our news feeds nowadays. Still plenty more action to come here at Ngāpuna o Waiorea. Just like to mihi to the closest marae to this hapori. Ara ko te mahure tera. Christine Pānapa, kuia te tihi kanuhi kitea. And they've also gotten some funding to set up and establish some papakainga, kaumātua flats for this urban marae. Some good skills on display here from both teams. Down the line they go, on the right-hand edge. Tipped on. Well. And cleared nicely by our Furupeke, our fullback, our goalie of Te Kapa Opango. Te hiku, te haikarani.
Ko Liam Bodger tēnā, tino tere ia ki te oma, quick off his line and snuffled out that opportunity. Another corner here. Te tima mo te tonga, under 19 secondary schools. Southern have another opportunity here for a corner. Really piling on some pressure. Te timatanga o tēnei wahanga tuarua at the start of the second half. A little bit short, that corner there, well cleared.
Anō te pai te āhua reka o te noho ngātahi a te teina me te tuakana I raro I te whakaro kotahi, te koro wai kotahi, arā ko tā tātou hākina kina tēnei kiana ko te poiwhana. Just a reflection of the first game. There was some talent out there that will mix it well with this reanga ki taku matapai. Hara I te mea kia whakaiti te tangata I tēnei reanga rānei. I always try to keep my big brother accountable, and he did the same with me. It's a healthy relationship that siblings have with one another, isn't it? Where do you sit in your family? What do we?
Oh!
Miharo. Kei whea mai e hoama? Kei whea mai? Waho rāno I te pauaka. He aha te inenga o te whira, te ine, te rahi, rāne, te tawhiti. Ne, he waru te kaumita te roa?
Kei ia te krapu te tikanga ne, ko te nuinga, ko tahi raupea.
Kia ora.
Te roa, ko te
whāiti, me te whānui.
Ko tērā te, ia tēnā mo.
He ono te kaupea?
Ono te kaupea. Ai. So just saying, most football fields, there are some variations. There are guidelines provided for the length and the width. Often fields are around 100 yards long and about sort of 60, 70 yards wide. So a lot of ground to cover. Ia ki ngā kōrero e tai, ia kai tākoro, ko te roa te oma, e waru ngā kilomita ia te kēmu. So just saying there that it's common for these kai tākoro, these football players, to run 8 kilometres at each game that they play. That's the amount of ground that they cover. And obviously those are at varying speeds. So sometimes they're sprinting, other times they're jogging, and sometimes they'll be walking hooky. But yeah, a lot of distance, so they certainly have to be fit. And te ahua nei, enei kai tākoro. E tino pakari o rātou tirana. So it looks like these boys here, they've been doing some training over the summer, which is a hard time with krihimete, te tauhou Pākehā, e tai atu, momo kaupapa. But it looks like these boys are coming here into this tournament in good shape. Lovely play there, ki te taha Maui on the left side with the team of Māori. Just as he goes to shoot. Well covered, well defended there by the southern team. Another great little glimpse there of the skill on show today. The high level of the skill of these rangatahi.
Ko te ia, ko te matu, ko te ngako o taki pātai. E mara ko te mihi ki te tangata. Nāna te kaua kaura tawhiti i tutuki. Tōna whātekau mita pia te tawhiti. You know, the confidence and the substance, I suppose, of my question was just to get a gauge on how far out that young man was for that strike.
Te ahua nei e whātekau pia ngā mita. E kite au I aia, e kite ana I te kai ārai, so he saw the goalkeeper was a little bit forward of the line. And he just sensed he had that opportunity there, that the ball was sort of sitting in front of him. And, you know, he thought, well, hey aha, why not? Let's give this a go. Kai aia te kōra. So,
and with the backspin of the ball, does that tend to lift or does it drop? It lifts, right?
So ko te tikanga, ko tērā mea te spin, me ki. So te taha maui, te taha mātou rānei, it helps the ball curve. Ara, kei te moe o koe ki tērā mea te bender like Beckham.
Te takahuri o te poro.
Takahuri o te poro.
Yeah, he putinga tērā. Especially those inside-out ones. You know, you're that right footer, and you kick it on the left-hand side of the ball. It's like, it's similar to golf with your hooker or your shank.
Tika tau.
Really putting their foot down, our New Zealand secondary schools at the moment. They're the dominant force currently. It's very important that our Māori boys regroup. Ki te kōrero mai te tangata me hoki mai ki ngā basics. Kia hapea ngā basics o te poiwhana?
Yeah, rau e tērā whakaro. Ko te menu I ka chak poro ne, so look, it's not rushing to get forward to go get their goal. Just take their time, keep passing the ball, keep sharing the ball. Tohaina te poro, and then what we'll see is if they can look after the ball, things will start to open up, space will open up. As we are seeing now as the team of Māori attack down the left-hand side. Toko whao rātou, there's 4 against 4. 4 of the Southern New Zealand team are back defending, and 4 the team of Māori attacking, and they've shut down that attack.
So just you know, looking after the pill, passing it around one another, tiaki ana I te poro, manaki ana I te poro, and just wait for a poor defensive call by the other team, and then attack on that.
Ana, pai tērā whakaoro, bro. Kei te ako tonu koe, kei te ako tere hoki koe ne. Ko tērā tētahi, tiaki te poro. Mina ka kite koe etahi wāhanga o te whira e wāti ana, so if they can see space where maybe the defenders have left vacant, and they can attack. So what you see a lot of teams doing is if they are able to win the ball in their defensive part of the field, and they'll see which player they sort of won that ball from. So as an example, if they won that ball from the other team's right defender, then there's going to be a space on the other team's right-hand side, so their left-hand side. So they'll try and attack their left-hand side. But ināi nei, te ahua nei kua tau, te team of Māori, so it looks like they've relaxed and they're ready to go again. Another good attack down the left-hand side. Just didn't quite get where they wanted, so a goal kick for the New Zealand Southern team.
Kei te rongo I ngā kaitākaro o te kaha, o te wera, I te mātaki atu au I Novak Djokovic I nā pōra, I nā tahi rā me ki, I te kaha o tamanui te rā I ahi te iria. Kaua pia te kaha I tēnei rā, engari roto I ngā rangi tata nei. Jeez, kua rongo I a hine raumati. It's been very hot recently here in Tāmaki over the past week. Not at the same temperatures of those at the Australian Open. But Wiramu and I are just sort of standing on the sideline here talking the glass eye to sleep, and we can feel the heat. Certainly these boys who are near on 5 kilometres up and down the pitch be feeling the burn.
Ko rehua kei te patu, I tēnei wahanga o te tau. A good shot on goal. Well defended again. Just seeing a few opportunities here. Taha Maui on the left-hand side. It's a team of Māori. I'll be hoping one of them falls shortly and results in a goal.
Hey, watch this one,
Oh, kaha te rā whiu o te tama nei. Te noroa.
Relax. Mates.
O Forbes, Hellia tēnā.
Anō nei ko Sean Fitzpatrick.
Nā tana kaha ki te whiu I te pōro. Great long throw there. As we see Aotearoa ki te tonga, the southern team just probing again. And the ball's being turned over. The team of Māori, ki te taha Maui on the left-hand side. They've broken down their left-hand side. A good shot on goal. Good save there. Great save. Akahua te poi whana. Tino rawe rau atu tēnā.
Takes dynamic skill, cuz, to be running at that pace and getting a cross that sits in front of their attacker. A lot of the times you see the cross falling behind one of the bros, but at that speed to be able to cross it and put it in the slot, yeah, that's magic when it comes off.
Yeah, we just saw there a lot of great skills on show, just from defending a defensive tackle that turned into an attack with the team of Māori, and then, yeah, as you said, a great speed show and a great cross, great pass, and then again amazing defence from the southern team there, and a good stop there from their defender and from their goalkeeper. So yeah, lots of different pukenga on show here. I tēnei rā.
As you said earlier, bro, some of the best games we've seen are the 1-0s, and you know the scorecard doesn't really tell the storyline of how well the game has got on. Little moments throughout the game. He takes some joy and satisfaction as a support person and an advocate for football.
He mahanga nā pūkenga. Ko te mea, te tino whanga, ka kora. Yeah, so the big thing, obviously, you know, all people, all teams want to score a goal. But there's a lot of work that happens before we get to those places. And we're seeing a lot of great skills here on show from all these players today. Te kaha haere te hau o tāwhiri mātia. This breeze is slowly getting a bit stronger here. It's in the faces of the southern team and at the backs of the team of Māori. Another opportunity here. Aotearoa ki te tonga. Oh, pai te whana. Oh, and it hit the post, it rebounded. And then he haere te kai tākoro. I pā te pōro, te ana upoko, ki roto I te kora. So just saw a goal there, great strike from the southern team. And then the striker Lucas Hansen, who's been really tino pukumahi I te rānei, very busy up top there, making lots of runs. Got up and tino kaha tana peke, got a big jump, and managed to get his head on the ball and put that in. So we now see the score toru ki te Aotearoa ki te Tonga, so 3 to the Southern New Zealand under-19 team, and kore ki te tīma Māori. No score yet from our tīma Māori.
Tērā tetehi o ngā kianga, o ngā kiwaha, ka rangona I te taringa, mo te āhuatanga, pēnei ana, kick is only as good as its chase, certainly in other shaped sports, but we saw that there with the kick hitting the crossbar and one of the other attackers just following it up and putting a bit of pressure on the goalie. He got up before him, led with his head, goalie got a bit stranded, and that was a great goal and a great show of resilience and being able to follow through. Can you throw it in from the sideline into the goal, bro? Can you or what?
Here go.
If anyone could, our bro here in the Namawari. Kei ona ringa.
Kei aia te rakaha.
Nice 1 and 2 there. New Zealand boys. In terms of communication, bro, you know, he rawe te whakarongo atu I ngā kaitākaro katoa e whakawhiti kōrero ana, e tohu ana, e aki ana I a rātou hoa, kia pēnei, kia pēnā.
Oh, Red!
Obviously us are only used to the man on, used to the through ball. What's some of the comms that you commonly hear on the field that allows people around you to know what you're going to do?
Yeah, pai tēnā. So ko tērā mea te man on there, so that's, look, someone's coming close, ne? He me awhina hoki, so if you can sort of say they're coming from the left or the right, then that helps whoever's going to receive the ball, they can turn the other way. So ko tērā tētahi, e tahi atu, like he pahi tere ne, quick pass, or ko tahi te pā, so 1 touch, he rua ngā pā, 2 touch. So inei momo āwhinatanga, I ngā kaitākaro, these little things just really help the players. Or if the ball's going in the air, you might say to your hoa, bro, flick it on, and that means get your head on it and flick it behind you. And then, you know, ka whai koe te kōra, you'll chase after the ball. So all these little things help in the flow of the game. Oh.
I also see quite often some of the players having their hands down sort of in front of them, just letting them know that I'm onside and I'm free and I want the ball.
Yeah,
that's something that I've sort of seen throughout, certainly this game.
E kōrero ā tīnana tēnā. So a lot of the players, as you said, they'll be pointing to their feet, and that's because they want the ball at their feet. They don't want it in behind, so they've got to chase after it. They want it played to them because they think that they see an opportunity to do something somewhere else. So if someone says, I want it at the feet, and you kick it over the top of their head, and they're not ready to turn around, ka ngaro te pōro ne, you lose the ball. So that's another way of them communicating with their bodies, not so much their waha, not so much their mouth. Te āhua nei ka mamai, te ringa o tēnei kaiārai, o te Aotearoa ki te Tonga, kei te whira, te tākuta, e chaki ana, e manaki ana I aia. Ko tērā tana pakuhiwi pia, kei te mamai, ko Jonathan Tucker tēnā, kei te kōrero te tākuta ki te kaiako, tērā pia ka whakawhiti I ngā kaiārai. So it looks like there's a bit of injury here for our goalkeeper, and it looks like it may be a substitution. He looks like he may have a bit of a sore shoulder here, so it might be time for the other goalkeeper to come on.
We might also, for the Wiremu, take a bit of a spell. We'll keep the pictures rolling here, Hoama. Thanks once again for tuning in to Whakata Māori's YouTube space. And so once we get our teams back on, we'll bring you back some commentary coverage unlike most sports, you don't have to call everything, so we're just going to have a bit of a breather. We'll be back with you very shortly.
E te ti, e te tārau rangatira mā, hoki mai ki tēnei kēmu tuarua o tēnei tona mana, ka no te wahanga tuarua, ka tīmata. The score as we have it here, the secondary schools, Southern 3 and Māori under 19s 0. Anei ahau, ko Weremu Patrick, ki te taho o tōku koa. O moe hau, husband, e koro ana ki a koutou. Ngā mihi ki a koutou, ko hoki mai, ki te whakarongo, ki te mātaki anō hoki. Thank you all for watching and for listening and supporting our rangatahi as they play these games today.
Tēnā koe I tērā korero whakataki au. Weremu, tukana. It's been a privilege. Very great opportunity and a crash course to football. Pleased for the years of contribution you've had to the game, and no doubt it runs in your family, and we acknowledge your forebearers too, Tahi, and those pakeke and tupuna that are not longer with us, from all the kaitākaro that are having a jam today. We salute you. Kata Māori has had an initiative called Sport Active. Māori Active. Kei roto I ena kupu. Te whāinga. Very active display of a way to respond there. Mihi ana ki tērā waiwai Maui ona. That'll pick up the spirits and the mauri for our Māori boys who are unfortunately down for the bulk part of the game, 3-0. Ka tahi anō ka wāwahi te awa. Te awa piro.
Yep.
Long ball down here on the right-hand edge, closest to the cam. One cam shoot here, centre field halfway. Just a reminder, those that have just joined us, ko te kapa Māori kei te tiha te puru, ki korangi, kahurangi. Ana, ko Aotearoa ki te tonga, kei te pango, kei te mangu. Māoris in blue, New Zealand Secondary School South team in black. Little cross and a tip on there. Brother Woody.
Right, Aotāhua. Kahatera Rutsu, very strong tackle in the middle. Engari, the ata titiro te kaiwawao, pai tēnā. Referee decided it was all fair, all good. Haere tonu te kēmu.
Yeah, what's the go there? Wiremu, obviously if it's all ball, it's kei te pai, eh? Tēnei wā. Tōna hawhi haora neke atu. Ngā miniti e toi mai nā. I'm loving some of these fakes, bro. And just letting the ball go through. Hey. That's on. I'm seeing all these little intricacies of the game that are very pleasing.
Tērā tētahi o ngā whakārine, tērā me te fake, so when they're pretending they're going to get it, they're really not, and they're going to let the ball roll to one of their friends. That's another part of the game that these players will continue to work on and develop.
Just a lazy one there. Just frustrated that the attacker got the better of him and stuck a foot out just to slow things down a little bit.
Kei te ata, Chucky, Aotearoa ki te tongo I te pōro, as we see. Oh, the commentators cursed tēnā. I was just saying how well they were looking after the ball, and they just turn that over.
Ko ngā kēmu e rua e whai ake nei e hoa mā ka whakawhiti atu mātou ko te ohu pāpāho ki whira ke atu. Ki raro I te maru o te krapu matua. Ihi ana I tērā atu āhuatanga. Games following will be going out on field number 1. Really slick turf out here at ngā puna o Waiorea. Western Springs Football Association. The committee, the chairman, treasurers, the club, the teams, all deserve an acknowledgement. O ti rā te hunga kaiwawao. Ki te kore, mei kore ngā kaiwawao. Re mihi ana ki a rātou. Thanks also to our officials, our referees, our match managers for facilitating this game.
Te kauma whāpea ngā miniti e toi ana. Tēnei kēmu. Around 14 minutes left.
Now play! Yeah, back if you need. Jack, switch it, Jack, switch it.
Nice. Man on. Yep, go now, go now. Oh.
Kei konei tonu māua e hoa mā hara I te mea ka waiho koutou kia koutou. It's a bit of a reflection of our core. We've been drilling the earpiece a bit, and it's nice sometimes to let the pictures speak. And so we're still here with you, celebrating our language, reclaiming our language, and acknowledging our young men.
Midfield tighter, come on. Hey, Ray Jackson, come on. Go on. I got 14. That's your way, let's go two. Slip a bit. Aiden on me. To your left.
What's the story with the last two games? What am I familiar with who's playing who?
Tuatahi. So that's the Māori under 16s. Ki te kura tuaro Aotearoa ki te North, so New Zealand schools, the Northern.
So those two Māori teams are having 2 games in a day, right? Kia ora rā. We're on the northern end this time round. Mara.
Reira te haurua mai te toru, ka pera tēnei tīma Māori anō. So 3:30 at te whānau, this team is going to be back on, playing against the New Zealand Secondary Schools Northern team.
Ko te nota e kōrero hia nei e koe, ko te nota I a Waikato ne, piki whakarunga. Yes.
I a Waikato.
Ana, koe nā, ko te tangihanga o te riroriro, o te pūtātara, e tohua mai nā, kua mutu, kua toka, kua kehi, kua tō te rā, ki tēnei o ngā tukinga. Big ups to the two teams that have come out and ripped into one another. A few goals on display, 4 in total. 3 to the boys from the south, and 1 from our kapa Māori. Was it last goal wins this time round, Kaz?
Koina.
Oh, well, just on behalf of myself and Riramu, Whakata Māori, all the stakeholders, New Zealand Carbon Farming, Bailey's, Celtics, Apollo, and obviously Te Haukaianga, our Western Springs Sports Football Association, Football Club, e mihi ana, koutou, koe haere tawhiti, at 2 o'clock I think is our next game. So go grab some lunch, jump back on the YouTube, we'll see you very shortly. Been a privilege to provide some coverage here on Whakata Māori, e mihi kawana, noho ora mai.
Are we on the right side? I've got to go.